So, hallo und herzlich willkommen zurück zu einer weiteren Runde Genshin Impact. Heute geht's weiter mit Tignaris Legendenauftrag. Lass mich nochmal kurz auswählen. Der hier, genau. Ich glaube, das war... Genau. Wir müssen jetzt hier den Weihrauch einsammeln, der die Insekten vertrieben hat. Mach dich bereit zu gehen. Ja.
All right. It's about time to head out. As we go further in, we may encounter more berserk machines. The effects of the ley lines will also increase. If you're struggling, it would be wise to avoid conflict. Try to conserve as much energy as possible until we reach the source of the contamination.
Das kriegen wir hin. Ja, die können die ja einfach meiden. Die verpissen sich eh gerade.
As I thought, the closer we get to the contamination source, the more mechanical monsters that appear.
Let me weave you a bird.
There is no escape!
You will pay for that. Dawn, break forth!
Time to act. No, my sword!
Okay. Alles unter Kontrolle. Wir... Oh, hallo.
Shine down! Now you shall perish!
Ich glaube, wir haben's. Oh, hier sieht's echt nicht gut aus.
It stopped here!
Upon closer inspection, the plants here are really different. Leyline energies are also stronger here. This may be the place we've been looking for. Ready yourselves. We're going in.
Genau, die Quelle der Verunreinigung. Na, guck mal, wir haben schon das perfekte Team dabei. Und ich denke, wir dürfen jetzt noch wieder den Charakter ausprobieren. Also in dem Fall Tighnari. Ja. Den dürfte ich auch schon ausprobieren in diversen Trials. Das wollte ich nicht. So kurz ein bisschen Dialog noch Heilung geben. Ich glaube, ich esse auch noch mal was. Er kriegt echt auf die Schnauze teilweise. Durch das Knochenschwert.
There's a ton of mechanical monsters here. They made this place their lair.
Looks like there's no way to sneak by. Let's take care of them quickly.
Time to rain cutter.
So, wie war das? Irgendwie mit der E und da kriegst du so richtig richtig schnelle Schüsse irgendwie. Okay, irgendwie auch nicht.
I'll uproot you.
Also, während Colley mehr so der Sub-DPS ist, so hier supportmäßig,
There is no escape!
ist Tighnari wohl eher so der Main-DPS. Der ist jetzt auf dem Wanderlust-Banner. Sieht hier echt heftig aus. Was ist das denn für ein Gerät? Erstmal kurzer Deck, danke. Ja, krass. Was ist das?
What is this?
Eine Maschine, wie ich noch keine gesehen habe. Das ist sehr beunruhigend.
Leyline energy is spilling out from here. This device, it's extracting energy from the ley lines without end. Who in the world would do this without considering the consequences? The ley lines won't be able to repair themselves if their flow is perpetually disrupted like this.
That's terrible! We have to stop it! Let Paimon see. Paimon doesn't see controls anywhere!
Mir wird ganz schwindlig.
Standing here is equivalent to being directly showered in ley line energy, which may cause irreversible damage to your body. Take Paimon and get out of here. I'll see if I can find a way to turn this thing off.
But you're
Then let's look for it together. If there is no control unit here, then there must be a trapdoor somewhere.
You know where it is? Hey, wait for us!
Gut, dann gehen wir Krebsi hinterher. Das ist eine Kiste. Die nehme ich gern mit. Einfach so, ohne Gegner? Ich beschwere mich nicht. Okay, hier ist so ein Durchgang. Da kommen wir dann gleich später durch.
What's this? It'll only show up if you step on it?
Be careful and watch your step.
Sieht aus wie ein Labor. Oh, hallo?
Look! Someone's here! Are you the one that's taking the ley line's energy? Turn off that machine now! Why aren't you saying anything? Too ashamed?
Ich glaube, dem
His
geht's nicht so
body is
gut.
cold. It's emaciated, and his eyes are sunken, likely from chronic malnourishment and stress. He collapsed and never got back up. What exactly happened here?
Ist er tot?
Almost forgot about you. Here, this is the last one.
What is it doing?
I'm not sure. Judging by this room's layout, this place was a laboratory. We should find a repository of research documents if we keep going. The file room will definitely give us some clues, so let's go take a look. Maybe we can piece together what happened here.
Let's go. Ah, ne, konnten wir uns nur hinsetzen. Das sieht cool aus, so. Hier könnte ich mir auch mein Labor vorstellen. Ne? Der mechanische Krebs steht vor der Maschine, als würde er über etwas nachdenken. Das ist doch ein Käfig. Warum ist da ein Käfig? Was hast du hier drin getrieben?
Wow! It's huge in here!
This place is a natural hiding spot with how hidden it is. The pipes continue further. Let's head in.
Ich habe keine gesehen, aber ja, klar. Ah, das ist voll cool. Kann ich da auch mein Labor
Did
haben?
you two find anything?
There are a lot of lab notes, but it would take way too long to read through them all. I found a tape recording used for an experiment, and based on its serial number, it's from 2 years ago.
Tape recording?
Yes, the Spontama created a device that visually records experiments and consolidates the final production into a tape. However, these devices are expensive to make and aren't entirely stable. That's why they are only used in some laboratories and do not see wider usage.
Come on, let's watch it.
Hold on, let me figure out how to play the tape. It goes in there. Ah, okay, this should do it.
Kakata? Kakata? Seriously, I look away for 1 second and you're gone? There you are. Look here. This is our new home. I, Abatui, will unleash my talents here and amaze those ancient fossils at the Academia. Oh, you're also quite happy. Kakata, do you know what we're about to do? Yes, I thought not. Listen up, Kakata. I'm going to make a mechanical life form that can be mass-produced. The technology will be unlike anything else that exists. I'll use mechanical organs, and electric currents will course through them like blood. A steel-cast heart that will beat forever, and a brain of myriad components that can think like mine. Inspiration from the ruins and the research that the Academia had banned. I hope everything can start anew from this place. When you can understand our language and live among us, you will no longer be a boring machine, but a truly living being. It's fine. You will understand. One day, you will understand me.
Karkata is the mechanical mechanical crab, right? And that researcher named Abatui said he wanted to prove something to the academia?
Die von der Akademie verbotene Forschung.
I remember now. I had a junior researcher named Abatui. He was expelled from the academia for researching mechanical life forms.
Junior researcher?
Jüngere Kommilitone?
Yeah? What's wrong?
Nothing. Paimon was just wondering, doesn't Abatui look older than you?
He is, but academic progression isn't tied to age. I finished my studies a while ago, so subsequent students generally considered me as their senior.
Oh.
Of course, age can be an issue. For a while, people always dragged me into pictures. I felt like some kind of animal on display. That isn't important. Let's go and see if we can find other tape recordings.
Schon klar, dass Tighnari ein bisschen aufgefallen ist mit seinen Fennec-Ohren da. Aber trotzdem. Ist schon ekelhaft, ein bisschen. Gewohnt.
Look! Paimon found another tape! A date is written on it. Let Paimon see. It's from a half a year ago!
That's quite the time gap. I wonder what happened in between.
Nach dem Einlegen des Videobands zeigt der Protektor
It's
noch
rare
mehr
that
auf
you
die Aufnahme der
malfunction because of
Vergangenheit.
an operational error. Seems that making coffee is still somewhat difficult for you. Or is there an issue with my set parameters?
Ich mag seine Brille.
All right, there you go. Water entered the chela and caused it to short circuit, so it couldn't receive signals from the ganglion. Look at me, talking to you like this. You can't understand me anyway, can you? It's fine. I swapped in some new parts, so you should be all right now. Try moving around. Everything in working order? Be more careful next time. We're tight on money right now, so we don't have a lot of parts or power to spare. I'm glad. Karkata, did you know? Yesterday, I dreamed that you could talk. Aren't the bunch at the Academia always saying things like, mechanical intelligence is just an extension of statistics? They were blown away when they saw us talking with each other. Too bad it was just a dream. Forget holding a conversation with me. You're so simple that you probably wouldn't even notice if I died. Never mind. I should probably be worrying about next month's power.
Die Aufnahme endet hier.
After Abatui left the academia, everyone lost contact with him. I thought he was so despondent that he gave up on researching mechanical life forms. Instead, he had holed up here and continued his experiments.
Paimon doesn't feel like he's a bad person. He even changed out Karkata's broken parts. Why would he mess with ley lines?
Ich glaube, er hat irgendwas über Energie gesagt.
Let's keep looking around.
Okay. Eine letzte Videoaufnahme noch.
Following the serial numbers, the next recording should be here. The writing is sloppy. Perhaps his state of mind had changed. There's also an undated tape in the wrong spot. Doesn't seem like Abatui put it there.
Maybe Karkata helped him with sorting.
It's hard to say. These are the last 2 tape recordings. Let's watch them.
Sorry, Karkata. I was just thinking about something. Today might become a special day. In my recent experiments, I successfully gave you a living being's instincts. When you're low on power, or if one of your parts is damaged, you will prioritize your survival command and proactively recharge or replace your parts. That is a very dangerous thing. And today, I did something even more dangerous. I've officially activated the 3rd generation ley line extractor. The ley lines will serve as our power source from now on. Conducting research on mechanical life forms requires a large amount of power. Even if I scrimped and saved, the more I have wouldn't last for long. I'm also getting tired, Karkata. I don't know what's driving me to continue with this research anymore. They say that even if it simulates the operation of a living creature's organs, a machine is still an ice-cold tool. I want to prove them wrong. I want to turn you into a living, breathing, and talking being. I'm not talking about anything cheerful, Karkata. Modules for language, emotion, and movement. I've been working my absolute hardest to augment and refine your functionalities, but I've never seen an effective response. You are my finest success, but even you can't understand me. All you can do is execute limited responses based on preset commands or keywords. Karkata, I wish you could speak to me, even just once.
Oh.
Yes, you cannot understand me, so you cannot answer me either. It is what it is. In a few days, I'll sell the failed ley line extractor for some more and continue my experiments. Life goes on, and I have to as well. I don't have any other choice. This is new. If I place another 2 control modules here to simulate the brain's thalamus... of course my heart decides to act up now. Why did I cut medication from our expenses? Karkata, come help me.
Oh, yeah.
Strange. I feel weak. Oh no, I have to shut down the extractor. Shut it off. If we let them recharge indefinitely, they'll go out of control. Right. I never input a command to shut down the extractor, so you don't understand what I'm saying. In the end, it's just like the academia said. Mechanical life forms only bring danger. My research... Was there any point to it at all? I'm sorry, Karkata. In the end, I still wasn't able to turn you into a true mechanical life form.
Oh no.
I see. So the ley line effluence was an accident. After Abatui's unexpected death, the mechanical monsters were driven by their instincts and continuously drew out power from the ley line extractor. This eventually resulted in severe damage to the ley lines.
Aber Karkata?
Paimon understands. Then why didn't Karkata go haywire like the other machines?
Because Karkata is different from the other machines. Structures similar to living organisms, the ability to cry and laugh, and capacity for independent thought. To Abatui, only a machine with these features could be considered a mechanical life form. Perhaps only by building such a machine could he have the academia acknowledge his protracted research. But if he had slowed down and saw Karkata as a friend instead of an experimental product, he would have noticed. Karkata can't speak. And yet it cares about Abatui far more than it does about itself.
What does that mean?
You'll see in a bit. But before that, we have a more urgent task at hand. First, let's find the control unit for the ley line extractor and shut it down.
Echt ein bisschen sad. Das ist dann wahrscheinlich auch so die andere Seite von der Akademie. dass es halt dann auch genügend Forschende gibt, die leider Gottes nicht so erfolgreich waren.
More of this transparent flooring. It feels like a maze.
Und warum sollte ich jetzt hier hin? So, weil das so ein Safe Spot ist, ja? Ist das ein Fahrstuhl? Muss ich da drauf stehen bleiben? Ach nee, hier. Oh Gott. Ich glaube, ich brauche eine Brille. Okay. Hier so eine lustige Wand. Das ist eine Wasserblase. Ah, okay. Ich dachte, ja, keine Ahnung, was ich da mir erhofft habe. Aber gut. Oh, hier sieht ja süß aus. Sie ist ja lustig. Hätte ich die anschießen können, damit die aufhören? Da so ein Zielding drauf ist? Weiß ich nicht. Ist hier Pfad? Ah, da.
Below us is the final room. The control unit is likely in there.
The way ends here. Wanna try jumping down?
Of course.
Rain outlines your fate.
Nee, lass mich da raus, bitte.
Can't see? Ka! Ka!
Hi! Fallen Amber, help!
Shine down.
Lay waste to the wicked!
I hear everything! One with the forest. Tja. Ha!
There is no escape.
No, my sword. Let me weave you a...
I'll uproot you. Keep up. Enshroud.
Noch mehr? Okay.
This should be the control unit. Once we turn it off, the ley line extractor should also shut down. Without an external force damaging the ley lines, they should start to slowly repair themselves. Oh, but I bet you two are more worried about Karkata. Let's head back.
Ja, wenn er keine Energie bekommt, dann geht's dem noch auch nicht so gut. Außerdem ist der schon irgendwie ein bisschen putzig, der kleine Kakata, finde ich. Hallo, sind wieder da. Och. Er will ihn reparieren. Ach Gott, wie süß. Oh. Das ist übel traurig.
Karkata has been collecting parts because it thinks doing so will fix its owner?
Karkata is unable to understand the concept of death. However, it probably remembers when Abatui replaced its parts when it malfunctioned, and how that restored it to an operational state. It's true that Karkata isn't able to think or understand many topics, but it is like a small child that imitates what adults do.
So that's why it kept stealing mechanical parts. But it can't repair its owner, no matter how hard it tries.
Yes, but the important thing is that it formed the thought of wanting to repair Abatui. No one knows how this thought came to be, but it has even suppressed the instincts that Abatui had installed. If it really is as we've predicted, this research truly will make waves in the academia. It might have been possible to achieve this with ancient technology, but no one has been able to do the same with modern tools.
Karkata? Karkata? Can you hear Paimon? Tighnari says you're awesome!
Er zeigt keine Reaktion.
It reached its limit. It hasn't recharged this entire time, nor has it replaced its severely damaged parts. It's a miracle that it managed to hang on for so long. I'm going to confirm that the ley line extractor has shut down. Come with me. Let them be alone for a while.
Gott, wie kann es nur so traurig sein? Karkata ist wie so ein kleiner Hund. Oh Mann. Das ist echt sad.
The ley line extractor has ceased operations. Traces of ley line energy are still in the atmosphere, but the effluence's source has been stopped. The purification devices will handle the rest. Moving on, those affected by the ley lines need immediate care. We'll put up an announcement on the bulletin board about the dangers of entering the contaminated region, and for symptomatic individuals to find Kale.
Karkata.
According to the Academia's policies, we need to bring everything back. Research materials related to mechanical life forms will be destroyed, and Karkata will be disassembled and sealed away.
What the heck?
You two should return first. I'll take care of things here. Although we've
Nee, so
stopped the source of
funktioniert
the
es
effluence,
nicht.
the ley line energy in the air exceeds normal values. Your bodies won't be able to hold up if you continue to stay here.
But...
Listen, the Traveler hasn't rested very well, right? Also, it'll take some time to pack up all the research documents. You're not familiar with this research after all, so you won't be of much use here. Tell the Adventurers Guild that the incident has been resolved, and then get some sleep. We can discuss matters tomorrow.
Ja, aber Karkata.
Oh, and don't talk about Abatui. The fewer that know about mechanical life form research, the better.
Alright. Then... let's go back to Catherine.
Okay. Dann zurück zu Catherine. So, da sind wir auch schon wieder in Summero. Dann sagen wir mal Catherine, dass sich alles erledigt hat. Dürfte Karkata nicht mal Tschüss sagen. Der war so süß.
Anyway, so the contaminated region turned out to be a ley line effluence deep in the forest. Things are already getting back to normal.
I see. Thank you for your hard work. Once the excess ley line energy dissipates from the air, we should be able to make an announcement for residents to resume their normal activities. This is the stipulated reward. Please accept it.
Is Karkata going to be sent back to the Academia? It's already damaged, but Paimon feels sad thinking about it getting disassembled.
Mir geht's genauso.
Oh, then how about we find Tighnari tomorrow and ask him not to do that? Paimon really wants to go right now, but Tighnari said that we would discuss matters tomorrow. We'll probably make him mad if we go now, huh?
Ja, das stimmt.
Alright then, we'll find Tighnari tomorrow and tell
Gut, dann warten wir mal bis morgen.
We should go find Tighnari. How do you think we should ask him? There are so many local specialties.
Gut, dann macht Partes die. Ich hoffe, wir können Tighnari überreden.
I don't need an umbrella, but you can use one if you need.
Danke, Dilo. Dann gehen wir hoch. Ich mag das Gewächshaus hier übrigens sehr. Ich bin gerne hier. Partes, der... Ah, sieht so cool aus.
Tighnari!
Shh, keep your voice down. The lilac daphne, a daphne of the genus Thameliaceae, has a strong anticonvulsant effect, can be made into an anesthetic powder. Extrapolating from these two datasets, it would be particularly potent against Piscine species. Hey, make sure you're getting all this down.
Karkata?
Geht's gut.
Oh, I thought I told you all to keep your voices low. Plants aren't afraid of noise, but your shouting is making my ears ring.
You didn't disassemble Karkata?
Why would I do that?
But Paimon thought you said, according to the Academia's policies...
So that's why you two barged in like barbarians at this hour. Fine, I suppose I wasn't clear enough about this yesterday. What I meant was, according to the Academia's policies, all products of research must be destroyed. That's why we can't let the Academia discover that place.
Du bist dort geblieben,
Anyway, the first thing I did was repair Karkata. During my time at the Academia, I took an elective course at the Spontama. Who knew it would prove useful one day? We then buried Abatui together. After organizing the research materials, I kept some as a souvenir. Most of it was burned to hide the evidence. I'm not with the Academia, so what do their policies have to do with me? On the other hand, I am the Forest Watcher of the Avidya Forest. I have a duty to protect all life in the forest. All life brought forth in this world has meaning, and Karkata is no exception. If it exists, then it shouldn't be carelessly abandoned or destroyed.
That's great! Wait, you just said life form. You recognize Karkata as a true living being now?
The possibility exists, is all. It's hard to explain Karkata's efforts to repair Abatui. Abatui only left behind a small portion of his research. Who knows how many commands he installed? Maybe a conflict between all those commands resulted in this sort of behavior. From a more rigorous perspective, it is impossible to conclude that Karkata is a real life form. But the possibility exists. I am willing to believe in that.
Ja.
By the way, I'm not interested in continuing research on this subject. I'm just letting it hang out here because this place is relatively secluded. But as things stand now, it wouldn't be a bad idea to make it my research assistant. At the very least, it can record my experiments. What do you think?
Ich glaube, er ist einverstanden. Ach, wie süß. So, Tighnari hat damit jetzt ein Haustier. Das Gruppenfoto wo? Ah, da. Das ist Tighnari. Das Foto daneben. Ach, wie süß. Was ist das denn? Er hat schon damals das Resting Bitch Face gehabt. Wie süß. Eins von mehreren Gruppenfotos. Tighnari macht immer den gleichen Gesichtsausdruck und scheint nur ungern ein Gruppenfoto zu machen. Ach ja, stimmt, weil alle mit ihm Fotos machen wollten. Aber das Foto ist trotzdem irgendwie süß.
When people at the Academia included me in a group photo, they would also send me a copy. I have zero interest in group photos, but I also wouldn't just throw them away. I stored them all in a box. After coming back yesterday, I looked through them and found one with Abatui. I gave it to Karkata, and it seemed happy.
Oh.
That's good enough.
Big Softie. Hat Karkata jetzt das Foto? Ja, da liegt's. Oh mein Gott. Da, das ist so süß. Ein Foto von Tighnari und Abatui. Auf diesem Foto lächelt Abatui glücklich. Ach, wie süß. Hallo. So, und du bleibst jetzt hier, Kleiner. Schön. Happy End, finde ich cool. Ach, das war so eine schöne Story. Ich hoffe, ihr hattet viel Spaß beim Zusehen. Ich bin sehr glücklich, dass das jetzt so geendet ist. Und dann sehen wir uns das nächste Mal eventuell beim nächsten Legendenauftrag. Ich weiß es nicht. Ich habe noch keinen Plan großartig gemacht.
Every course of action has its risks. Be careful.
Und in dem Sinne dann, bye bye.